Here's a cool quick project for today. Doing all this work, and we've got these cabinets, and they're extremely nice cabinets, but they've taken a beating over about 10 years, and you can see this really needs some help right here, a little here, quite a bit over here. And so, I really want to do a touch up. These cabinets are way too nice to say they need to be replaced, but they need a little love. So this is what I did. I took one of the easy to remove pieces. So it was actually a little trim piece, but if you could remove maybe a drawer or one of the cabinet faces or something, and I brought it down to both Home Depot and Lowe's, and I had better luck at Lowe's, but they were able to take the piece and scan it on the color matching computer. And this paint's a little tricky. Is if you really look, you can see it's more of a semi-transparent. You can still see grain in some places, but they were able to scan it and make me up a custom color. Literally just bring them in a piece. It's really only got to be about 1 inch by 1 inch is about the minimum size, but it can scan a larger piece. They made me this color up. I bought some nice precision paint brushes, brand new, and I'm going around and finding the spot. So we'll do a sample together here. It's basically like automotive touch up, which I got some experience in, so it's working out fine for me. We'll go with a smaller defect. So let's pick this one right here. So the name of the game, once I get to focus, the real name of the game in touch up is to paint as little as you can, right? Because even though this is computer matched function, even though this is computer matched, it still would never be perfect. So I'm just going to use the pointed part of the brush. And I'm just really going to try to fill only the spot that's damaged. The less the better. Now that one looks a little light, but it's going to dry slightly different. And then if it's still light, I'll come over and do another coat. I don't really try to put a ton in there. And then as you can see, like there's all this right here. Oh, that was way too much, so I'm going to just wipe it. Even that was a little too much. I may wipe that off too. So I'm really just trying to fill the low spot, basically. The low spot that's missing the paint. I'm going to fill with paint. Yeah, this one, I'm going to wipe that. All right, so a little bit goes a long way here. And I think I'm going to back off of that spot for a minute. So if you really look, shoot, I kind of lost the other spot, which is good. I don't remember exactly where it was. So that's pretty cool. And you can get it as small as a sample. I think this was like $16, this little piece. And then you got to determine, is it semi-gloss, which is typical, but I believe these cabinets are actually satin. So I got the satin mixed up. And then to get to this point, I thoroughly cleaned the cabinets, and I just used a very mild soap and water just to get them really clean. And then, where, let's say here, right, this is actually a trash pullout. So this one gets commonly used. It's not for me, as you can see. I think it's a ring rub, but also, to be honest, just the oil on your fingers or cooking oil or whatever, this is going to be oily. So I came through with some degreaser, and I really degreased this whole area. And if you wanted to even go a step further, you could use some alcohol and just clean off any of the grease, because that's going to prevent the paint from adhering. So I cleaned all the cabinets, and I went through and I degreased all the spots I'm going to have to fix. And so that way everything is ready. Now that I got the paint, I can just go on a roll. And I'm going to do like left top, left bottom, island, left top, left bottom. That way I won't miss anything. And then, once I get all the way to the end, I know it's good, and I'm just gonna let it sit, and I'll update tomorrow how it looks. All right, so check out that result. So a big part of that was really just cleaning the cabinets very well, but they needed a lot of touch up too. So as a walkthrough, you'll see nothing. If we look, you may see something. Like if you look, now I'm zoomed in, you can see just a little variation in color here. But that's being pretty picky. So I would highly recommend doing just that, getting the touch-up paint and just very carefully brush and touch up, because the cabinets, we've been here 6 years, and the cabinets have never looked better, and they're about 10 years old. So we kind of hit a reset button a little bit. So definitely very good, recommended.